Is there just kind of a sense maybe in the locker room that like some of the success you've had over the last week could prove to be your big breakthrough or kind of maybe a turning point for you guys for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all feeling good. I think the energy's high. Really good win in Minnesota. Had a chance to celebrate together. I think that only helps our chemistry. You know, all that stuff off the court definitely fuels us. We're having fun with each other. We're having fun together playing. So I think it is. I think this is a good moment for us. And, you know, especially we're playing without one of our best players. So to do that in those circumstances, we're really just proud of ourselves.
I mean, Lexie does it all. I mean, she comes in every night and she's guarding the best perimeter player. You know, I've been in this league. This is my third year, and she's grown every single year in this league, and that's just a testament to her work ethic. She's shooting the ball incredibly well, and that comes from her putting in the work in the offseason. You know, she went from unrivaled this year straight back to Indy and was in the gym, you know, a couple weeks before training camp getting ready. And so, you know, her work ethic has gotten her here, and she means a lot for us on both ends of the floor.
I just love her. I just think the defensive intensity that she brings is like unmatched. Like, I told her, we were just in there, I was like, dude, you could be defensive player of the year. Like, depending on how this goes, like, you just have great energy, and she's just skilled in that way. And the way she cuts off the ball, her shooting ability, I think we're a lot alike besides the defensive end. So, no, I'm proud of her. I think that we're just starting to learn how to play with each other, with our rhythm, our chemistry, and just going to be better from here on out.
I mean, I think the game is completely different when Lexie's on the floor. Her energy, her tenacity, the way she affects the game, whether she's scoring or whether she's not, like she's our best defensive player. I think she's one of the best defensive players in the league. She's active, she's aggressive, and also she shoots the ball really well over the course of the last 2 seasons. She's made a lot of threes for us, and you know, she's shooting it close to 60%, which is really unheard of in all of basketball. You don't see that. So I'm just really proud of her. She always just puts her head down and keeps working. And in my eyes, I think she's probably the top player in this league for most improved. I think she's improved in every single statistical category, and just really happy for her and lucky to have a teammate like her, honestly.
There was something in the air that night, and it wasn't just playoff tension. This wasn't your typical regular season matchup. This was a statement. And for once, the Indiana Fever weren't on the defensive side of the headlines. They were rewriting them. One rebound, one whistle, one possession at a time. From the jump, this game felt different. The Fever weren't just playing to win, they were playing to prove they belong. And when they found themselves facing the self-proclaimed dynasty of the Las Vegas Aces, it got personal. 16 straight losses to Vegas? Most teams would fold under that weight, but not this squad, not tonight, and not without Caitlin Clark. In her absence, someone else stepped up, Lexie Hull. Her name wasn't in the spotlight until it had to be, because in the third quarter, Hull boxed out perfectly for a textbook rebound. Clean, tough, smart. But then A'ja Wilson came flying in from behind, draped over her like a cape, and ripped at the ball like she owned it by birthright. That was a foul, period. But the whistle, it called a jump ball, a decision so wild that even the commentators choked mid-sentence. It didn't just feel wrong, it felt rigged. Coaches were furious, fans were stunned, but Hull, she didn't whine, she locked in. From that point on, Indiana snapped into another gear. Passes got sharper, cuts were quicker, defenses tightened. If the refs weren't going to protect them, they'd protect each other. Meanwhile, A'ja Wilson kept stacking points at the line, nearly 30 by the end, but most of it gift-wrapped by the whistle. On paper, she dominated, but the scoreboard told a whole different story. Indiana outplayed, outworked, and outsmarted the champs. Caitlin Clark may have been sidelined, but her presence roared. You could hear her voice from the bench, pushing, celebrating, leading. Not just a star, a captain. And Lexie Hull responded with fire. She took that blown call and used it as fuel. She battled. Every screen, every box out, every loose ball, hers. In the second quarter, Indiana went nuclear, 25 to Vegas's 10. That's not a hot streak, that's a statement. Vegas looked rattled, sloppy, like they thought the game would just go their way. But the Fever weren't playing by the old rules. That jump ball, it was supposed to swing momentum to the Aces. Instead, it ignited a wildfire. By the fourth quarter, it was over. The Aces folded, their shots bricked, their effort flatlined, and the Fever, They kept pressing. Vegas finished with 26% from the field, just 7 points in the entire fourth quarter. Let that sink in. 7! But while Wilson padded her stats, Lexie Hull padded something far more valuable: respect, trust, momentum. The final score, 81-54. But don't let the numbers fool you. This wasn't a win. This was a demolition. The defending champs were exposed. The whistles couldn't save them. And Lexie Hull, she didn't just step up, she took over the narrative. While Wilson strutted to the line, Hull fought for everything. Her toughness was the anchor, her hustle the blueprint. Chelsea Gray, 2 points, 5 turnovers. The rest of the aces, MIA. Kelsey Mitchell was on fire, Leah Boston dominant, Natasha Howard a rebounding machine. But nobody owned the moment like Hull. And that's why this game matters, because for once, the dynasty didn't own the night. The grinders did, the ones who don't get the headlines, the ones who do the dirty work. Vegas had no plan B, no response, just excuses. And Stephanie White erupted. The coaching staff had seen enough. While their players fought for every inch, Wilson kept getting bailouts. But the Fever, they didn't break. They got better. That's what real teams do. Lexie Hull became the symbol of that grit. She played through the chaos, let her game speak, and it screamed. That final frame, a humiliation. Vegas looked lost, uninspired, like a team watching their era slip away in real time. Because maybe that's exactly what we saw, a shift in power. This wasn't just a game, it was a reckoning. The Fever didn't just beat Vegas, they outclassed them, out-hustled them, and without their biggest star, they sent a loud message to the rest of the league. Favoritism can't stop fundamentals. Real basketball always wins.